விவேகானந்தரை நினைந்திடுவோம், விவேக வழியினில் வாழ்ந்திடுவோம். விவேகானந்தரை நினைந்திடுவோம், விவேக வழியினில் வாழ்ந்திடுவோம். தெய்வீக மனிதனின் இயல்பென்போம், தெய்வ தொண்டில் சிறந்திடுவோம். தெய்வீக மனிதனின் இயல்பென்போம், தெய்வ தொண்டில் சிறந்திடுவோம். விவேகானந்தரின் நெறியினில் நின்று, விவேகானந்தரின் நெறியினில் நின்று ஆண்மையுடன் நாம் வாழ்ந்திடுவோம். விவேகானந்தரை நினைந்திடுவோம், விவேக வழியினில் வாழ்ந்திடுவோம். தொண்டும் துறவும் போற்றிடுவோம், இதயத்தை கோவில் ஆக்கிடுவோம். தொண்டும் துறவும் போற்றிடுவோம், இதயத்தை கோவில் ஆக்கிடுவோம். விவேகானந்தரின் குரலை முழங்கி, விவேகானந்தரின் குரலை முழங்கி சிங்கமென நாம் சிலித்தெழுவோம். விவேகானந்தரை நினைந்திடுவோம், விவேக வழியினில் வாழ்ந்திடுவோம். சுயநலம் களைந்தே வாழ்ந்திடுவோம், பொதுநலம் பேணி உழைத்திடுவோம். சுயநலம் களைந்தே வாழ்ந்திடுவோம், பொதுநலம் பேணி உழைத்திடுவோம். விவேகானந்தரின் கொடியை ஏந்தி, விவேகானந்தரின் கொடியை ஏந்தி தியாகத்தின் உருவாய் விளங்கிடுவோம். விவேகானந்தரை நினைந்திடுவோம், விவேக வழியினில் வாழ்ந்திடுவோம். முனிவர்கள் பரம்பரை நாம் என்போம், பக்தியும் முக்தியும் பெற்றிடுவோம். முனிவர்கள் பரம்பரை நாம் என்போம், பக்தியும் முக்தியும் பெற்றிடுவோம். விவேகானந்தரின் படையாய் விளங்கி, விவேகானந்தரின் படையாய் விளங்கி மங்களம் என்றும் சேர்த்திடுவோம். விவேகானந்தரை நினைந்திடுவோம், விவேக வழியினில் வாழ்ந்திடுவோம். விவேகானந்தரை நினைந்திடுவோம், விவேக வழியினில் வாழ்ந்திடுவோம். விவேக வழியினில் வாழ்ந்திடுவோம், விவேக வழியினில் வாழ்ந்திடுவோம்.
A pleasant good morning. Swami Vivekananda's Modern India, pointing to the mass of whatever good or evil there may be, is seen rising the sure emblem of India's future prosperity. As a result of the action and reaction between her own old national idols on the one hand and the newly introduced strange idols of the foreign nations on the other, she is slowly and gently awakening from her long deep sleep. And as a result of this awakening is appearance of free and independent thought in modern India. On one side, modern Western science dazzling the eyes with the brilliancy of myriad suns, and on the other are the hopeful and strength traditions introduced by her ancient forefathers. On one side, rank materialism and intense pursuits have caused a tremendous stir, and on the other, she hears the heart-rending cries from her ancient gods, cutting her to the quick. There lie before her various strange luxuries introduced from the West, well-served food, splendid apparel, new manners, new fashions, all arousing unfelt desires. Again, the scene changes, and in its place appears the austere religious vows, new manners, the matted locks and orange garb of the sannyasin, and the search after the self. On the one side, New India is saying what the foreign nations do is so good. Otherwise, how did they become so great? On the other, old India is saying the flash of lightning is intensively good, but only for a moment. Look out, boys, it is dazzling your eyes. Beware. Have we not learned anything from the West? Must we not try and exert ourselves for the better things? Yes, learn we must many things from the West, but there are fears as well. Oh India, this is your terrible danger. The spell of imitating the West is getting such a strong hold upon you that what is good or what is bad is no longer decided by reason, judgment or discrimination. Oh India, with this mere echoing of others, with this base imitation of others, would thou scale the highest pinnacle of civilization and greatness? Forget not that thy wealth and thy life are not for sense pleasure, or not for the individualhood, or not for individual personal happiness. Forget not that thou art born as a sacrifice to the mother's altar. Forget not that the lower classes, the ignorant, the poor, the illiterate, the cobbler, the sweeper, are thy flesh and blood, thy brothers. Thou, brave one, be bold, take courage and be proud that thou art an Indian, and proudly proclaim the ignorant person, the poor and the destitute Indian is my brothers. India's society is the cradle of my infancy, the pleasure garden of my youth. The soil of the India is my highest heaven. The good of India is my good. Repeat and pray day and night. Oh, the mother of strength, take away my weakness, take away my unmanliness, and make me a man. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am here to give a special address on national integration. This is the land which is held to be the holiest, the land from whence arose that mighty aspirations after the spirit, which in times to come, as history shows, is to deluge the world. This is the land where, like its mighty rivers, spiritual aspirations have arisen, traveled over the length and breadth of the world, and declared themselves with voice of thunder. This is the land which, after all its sufferings, has not lost its glory and its strength. Here, in this ancient land of ours, I stand before you not to find out the difference that exists among us, but to find where we agree. Here, am I trying to understand on what ground we may always remain brothers, upon what foundation the voice that has spoken from eternity may become stronger and stronger as it grows. Here, am I trying to propose to you something of constructive work and not destructive? The time has come for the rebuilding, the reconstructing. The time has come for us to gather all our scattered forces, to concentrate them into one focus, and through that to lead the nation on its onward march. Just as there is an individuality in every man, so there is a national individuality. As one man differs from another in certain particulars and certain characteristics of his own, so one race differs from another in certain peculiar characteristics. So it is with nation. Each nation has a destiny to fulfill. Each nation has a mission to accomplish. So the contribution to the sum total of the world's progress from India is the greatest, the noblest, the sublimest theme that can occupy the mind of a man. It is philosophy and spirituality. This is the national characteristics, and this cannot be touched. In other countries, a man may be political first, and then he may have a little religion. But here in India, the first and the foremost duty of our lives is to be spiritual first, and then let other things come. A national union in India must be gathering up of scattered spiritual forces. A nation in India must be union of those whose heart beats to the same spiritual tune. If there are these sectarian struggle, if there is jealousy and hatred in land where all sects have been honored, always have been honored, it is shame on us. We may differ as to conception of God, yet we are believers in God. Remember, we are the children of Almighty. We are sparks of the infinite divine fire. May the Creator, the Preserver and the Protector shower His blessing on us. May He make us understand each other. May He make us work for each other with real love. And may not least desire for our own personal fame, our own personal prestige, our own personal advantage enter into this great work of spiritual regeneration of India. Thank you.
A message for the youth. What India wants is a new electric fire to stir up a fresh figure in national veins. We must rouse India and the whole world. This is just the beginning. Be ready, for I have plans for the future. Work in harmony, expand your hearts and hopes as wide as the world. Have patience, perseverance, purity, be bold and fearless, and the road will be clear. Hold on with faith and strength. Be true, be honest, and don't quarrel among yourself. Stand firm like a rock. Be content to the work and be true to yourself. Truth always triumph. Be true, staunch, and sincere to the very backbone. He, the Lord, knows the best. Onward, upon all age of struggle, your character is built. Be not discouraged. One word of truth cannot be lost. For ages, it may be hidden under rubbish, but it will show itself sooner or later. Truth is indestructible, virtue is indestructible. Hold fast, do not care for anybody to help you. Is not the Lord's infinity greater than all other human help? Be holy, trust in the Lord, depend on Him always, and you are on the right track. Nothing can prevail against you. Let each one of us pray day and night for the downtrodden million in India who are held fast by poverty and tyranny. Pray day and night for them. I am not a metaphysician, no philosopher, no saint, but I am poor, I love the poor. Who feels for them? Who feels there are millions of men and women stung and forever in poverty and ignorance? Who feels for them? Where is the way out? Who will bring the light to them? Who will travel door to door, bringing education to them? Let these people be your God. Think of them, work for them, pray for them. Instantly the Lord will show you the way. Him I call a Mahatma, whose heart bleeds for the poor. Let us unite our wills in a continuous prayer for their greater good. My heart is too full to express my feelings. As long as the millions living in hunger and ignorance, I hold every man a traitor who have been educated with their expenses, pays not the least heed to them. Do not seek wealth, name or fame. Be perfectly unselfish and you will sure be succeed. Now work, work, work. You have the right to work, but not to the fruit thereof. If you stand by me, do not lose your patience. I assure you, we can do greater work yet. My task will be done if I can bring up and launch 100 such men over India. Let us pray. Lead kindly light. A beam will come through a door and a hand will be stretched forth to lead us.
Good morning, everyone. Modern India. Piercing through the mass of whatever good or evil there may be is seen rising the sure emblem of India's future prosperity. As a result of the action and reaction between her own old national ideals on the one hand and the newly introduced strange ideals of foreign nations on the other, she is slowly and gently awakening from her long deep sleep. And as a result of this little awakening is the appearance of free and independent thought in modern India. On one side is modern Western science dazzling the eyes with the brilliancy of myriad suns, and on the other are the hopeful and strengthening traditions of her ancient forefathers. On one side, rank materialism and intense sense pursuits have caused a tremendous stir. On the other, she hears the heart-rending cries of her ancient gods cutting her to the quick. There lie before her various strange luxuries introduced from the West, well-served food, splendid apparel, new manners, new fashions, all arousing unfelt desires. Again, the scene changes and in its place appear austere religious vows, fastings, the matted locks and orange garb of the sannyasin and the search after the self. On one side, New India is saying, what the Western nations do is surely good, otherwise, how did they become so great? On the other side, Old India is saying, the flash of lightning is intensely bright, but only for a moment. Look out, boys, it is dazzling your eyes. Beware. Have we not then to learn anything from the West? Must we not try and exert ourselves for better things? Yes, learn we must many things from the West, but there are fears as well. Oh India, this is your terrible danger. The spell of imitating the West is getting such a strong hold upon you that what is good or what is bad is no longer decided by reason, judgment or discrimination. Oh India, with this mere echoing of others, with this base imitation of others, would thou scale the highest pinnacle of civilization and greatness? Oh India, forget not that the ideal of thy womanhood is Sita, Savitri, Damayanti. Forget not that thy wealth and thy life are not for sense pleasure or not for thy individual personal happiness. Forget not that thou art born as a sacrifice to the mother's altar. Forget not that the lower classes, the ignorant, the poor, the illiterate, the cobbler, the sweeper are thy flesh and blood, thy brothers. Thou brave one, be bold, take courage, be proud that thou art an Indian and proudly proclaim, the ignorant Indian, the poor and destitute Indian is my brother. India's society is the cradle of my infancy, the pleasure garden of my youth. The soil of India is my highest heaven. The good of India is my good. Repeat and pray day and night. O thou, mother of strength, take away my weakness, take away my unmanliness and make me a man. Thank you.